Getty. BBC Margaret Hodge has blasted her party leader for his response to Carillions' collapse. Former chair of the Select Affairs Committee, Dame Margaret Hodge, criticised Mr Corbyn for being too dogmatic in his response to the Carillion crisis. Carillion, the second largest government contractor, went into liquidation on Tuesday morning, putting 20,000 jobs at risk. The Labour leader has hijacked the catastrophe to argue against government outsourcing. However, in an extraordinary interview with BBC Newsnight, Dame Hodge attacked Mr Corbyn's stance. She said, "There's too much ideology around this issue." She added, "On the left there's an ideology that it's always got to be the public sector that delivers, and I think that becomes too producer-led. What we really need to do is think about the citizen, the user, the patient." Mr Corbyn has been a long campaigner for spending billions of pounds in taxpayers' money to nationalise services. The Labour leader has called Carillions' collapse as a watershed moment. Tuesday, July 12, 2016. Britain's opposition Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn speaks at an anti-racism rally in London. He said, "Across the public sector, the outsource-first dogma has wreaked havoc. Often it is the same companies that have gone from service to service, creaming off profits and failing to deliver the quality of service our people deserve. The evidence is clear, and it is everywhere." However, joining Dame Hodge in lambasting Mr Corbyn's response to Carillion going bust, BBC Newsnight host Evan Davis said the Labour leader's comments didn't make sense. He said, "Jeremy Corbyn has used the words fleeting the public because the companies take big profits out of the delivery of public services. It honestly doesn't sound like they're taking very big profits. Carillion were struggling to survive on the profits, which is the problem, that the margins are too thin or that the margins are too fat." BBC's Evan Davis joined Dame Hodge in criticising the Labour leader's nationalisation ideology. Getty. Labour leader has been a long campaigner for nationalising services. The firm had argued they had no choice but to take steps to enter into compulsory liquidation with immediate effect, after operating on a very low profit margin. The Labour frontbencher has called for contracts similar to those operated by Carillion to be brought in-house, but the move has been criticised by Dame Hodge. She said, "It's unrealistic to think that we're going to get rid of outsourcing. Over half of the services now provided by the taxpayer are provided by a private provider. You can't just shift that all back into the system." The later added, "We've got to move from the ideology of private bad, public good."